Barbershops have long been places where real conversations happen about life, family, and increasingly health. A new initiative called Barbershop Talk is using those trusted community spaces to address important issues. We've got some representatives joining us now to fill us in with more. Thank you, ladies, for joining me today. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, certainly. So tell us about the Barbershop Talk initiative. What's the goal of the program?
So Barbershop Talk is a research project where we're really trying to figure out how can we talk to men about improving their health. So we know that when men go to the barbershop, it's more of a self-care moment, but it's also a moment for us to provide information to say, what is it that we can be doing to live a healthier life? And so we focus on cardiovascular health and reducing drinking as one way to have healthier heart health.
Why do you think those topics especially are important right now?
Well, one of the things that we know that when we're looking at our state, cardiovascular health is one of the leading causes of death. So when we're talking about strokes, heart attack, all of that, that's something that's really causing a lot of issues in our state. And then when we're talking about how can we do that, we know that diet and exercise is important, but drinking is one of the easiest modifiable risks that we have that can reduce heart attack and stroke risk. So this is why it's really important for us to talk about that, because sometimes we don't realize how alcohol impacts our health.
Yeah, certainly. And former Razorback Darren McFadden has been sharing his personal recovery story as part of the conversation. Why is it powerful to have voices like his involved?
It's important to have voices like his so people can have someone that they can relate to. But it's like, oh, it's not only me that may be dealing with something like this. I see someone that I've looked up to, that I've kept up with, who has dealt with the same type of situation, has overcome it. And so if he can overcome it, I can overcome it too.
Certainly, and having a voice like Darren McFadden, and right here in Fayetteville, because there is an event that's happening soon where he is going to be the special guest. Can you give us some of the details on when and where that's going down?
Sure. So today's Friday. So tomorrow, Darren will be joining us at Real Talk, Real Health, Real Legend, and we will be at Theater Square in Fayetteville starting at noon. We will be showing a short film about the Barbershop Talk initiative, and then we'll have a one-on-one conversation with Darren. Food will be provided. So we'll have lunch by Secondhand Smoke, and everyone is invited. It's a free event for the community.
Look, we had Secondhand Smoke on our show last week. If you missed that segment, you got to go check it out on our socials. But Chef Nate always brings the best food. So what a great event that's going to be. Ladies, congrats on that. And this program, as we were visiting, it's happening here in Fayetteville, obviously, but you're also doing some initiatives and some barbershop talks across the state as well. Is that correct?
That is correct. So far we have been in 61 barbershops around the state, and we have reached over 700 men. We are going to do some more, like community gatherings like this in Jonesboro and Little Rock coming up the next few months. So, if you're in one of those areas, you know some people in those areas, tell them to be on the lookout for Barbershop Talk.
Amazing. From what you've done so far, you said over 60 gatherings. What response have you seen from communities that you've gone to?
I think most of our community members are really excited about this initiative. A lot of times when we're talking about health, we're encouraging people to go to the doctor, but we're really taking health out into the community and talking to people who maybe normally wouldn't have these conversations. So the barbershops have been very open to having us come in, and community members are really excited to hear about what we're finding out and how it's working.
Amazing. Yes, I know. It is a great place. I was just at the barbershop yesterday, so there's always something you can learn, and I feel like this is a great environment. So congrats. That event happening again right here in Fayetteville tomorrow, featuring Darren McFadden. Ladies, thank you for taking the time to visit with me virtually. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah.